This is Frederick Cheng, reporter of ACNN, coming to you live with breaking news. Just minutes ago, a solar flare of magnitude class X15 has hit the Earth, catching countries off guard and leaving them reeling in the extent of its catastrophic damage. As of now, as we await for our on-site news reporters stationed all over the world to bring us the latest updates from around the region, we have set up an exclusive interview with solar flare expert Dr. Phillips to have a better understanding of this nebulous disaster.
Hello, Dr. Philip. What can you tell us about this solar flare?
Give me a while. Well, I hope you weren't filming. Okay, the solar storm is a stream of charged particles that hit the Earth, which is thankfully protected by our Earth's magnetosphere. However, this same magnetosphere protecting the Earth from the solar flares is itself affected by the solar flares. As the solar flare hits the front face of the Earth, the energy along with the magnetosphere is directed around the Earth and put to the back face of the Earth, its final shape looking much like the tail of a comet. At this stage, the Earth is unprotected from any other waves from the Sun, and these waves directly enter the atmosphere, affecting any electronics. This is very serious, especially in today's technologically driven world. This morning, researchers at our NASA lab have identified the release of a class X15 solar flare that's deactivated our magnetosphere. This has caused the ejection of charged particles called as the coronal mass ejection. This CME has hit the face of many continents such as the United States of America, Asia, Africa, and has caused much widespread damage. The outcome from this is not fully understood. However, information is still being collected. However, preliminary reports have been devastating. They have identified the breakdown of transport and massive road accidents happening due to the disabling of traffic lights, the release of biohazardous anthrax due to the deactivation of security features of the Congo Biohazardous Agency, the destruction of pacemakers and medical supplies and equipment because of the medical sector failing, and also the blowing of transformers that provide electricity to people of these affected continents, and the halting of very important websites hosting primarily such as Yahoo, eBay, Facebook, Google, Amazon, and the stopping of so many different other manufacturing items such as cars, books, wallets, money, computers, handphones. You know the seriousness of this thing. Do you know what will happen?
Apparently, Dr. Phillips wasn't too far off with his forecast. We have news live from all over the world, courtesy of our on-site correspondents. There have been an unparalleled number of disasters, both natural and man-made, occurring simultaneously in almost every continent as a result of the solar flare. Sources state that South America has been dealt the brunt of the solar flare's destruction. Reports show that the solar flare's impact has caused a continent-wide blackout, with the breakdown of telecommunication systems and the shutdown of electric plants in some areas. The entire system of order has grounded to a halt due to the crisis, with the state of cities being reduced to total pandemonium, as the government scrambles to assess the true gravity of the situation. Right now, we have our on-site correspondent risking his life in getting the latest scoop from one of the hardest hit cities, Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Hello, this is Harry Bush, reporting to you live from South America. We are going to report to some civilians right now. Coming. Hi sir, how do you feel?
Terrible. We have no water, we have no food. The government is being a pain in the... We go to them for assistance, and what happens? They take me and...
Right, this is Harry Bush, coming to you live from South America. We are voting. Let's now visit a police officer. Hi sir, how are things going here?
You see, I recently stopped a riot. As you can see, I am cleaning up. The government is working long and hard to prevent the situation from escalating. You can trust that we are doing all we can to protect the peace. We are.
Sir, are they fine?
Don't worry, they're fine.
Come back. Stop it now. I didn't finish my body if I don't see.
Today, we mourn the death of Harry Bush, grandson of George Bush.
In the Middle East, the social upheaval has been nothing short of severe. Because of the underlying fear of citizens, there has been an increase in black market transactions, with citizens purchasing light arms for the sake of self-defense. However, more sinisterly, there have been rumors of a circulation of biochemical weapons from corrupt government officials in Iraq, Iran, and Syria, who sell them to anonymous independent buyers in a desperate attempt to garner fiscal liquidity. Authorities assume that the purchasing of these weapons can and will be used in order to amplify the severity of the social upheaval in the Middle East, in order to place a stranglehold of psychological fear within the majority of the populace, or more sinisterly, to launch a mass attack against countries of the world. Because of the lack of details, time will tell whom these weapons have been procured for and for what impure means. In the African region, there have been reported outbreaks of a deadly mutant virus, which evolved from a strain of avian influenza which escaped from an isolated top-secret biotechnology research facility located in the bowels of the Ituri forest, in the eastern tip of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Termed the emerald flu, it has been classified as a level 4 biohazard and is known to spread through exposure and inhalation of virus-laced air. Because of the emerald flu's tendency and ability to mutate at an extremely rapid pace, coupled with its resistance to extreme heat, the virus has been able to infect every form of biological life in its path, ravaging through populations of flora and fauna alike, leaving in its wake a wasteland of death and decay. However, the virus has shown an uncanny susceptibility to moisture, and as such, the extreme humidity of the Ituri has served to slow down the progression of the virus. However, experts predict that if the virus is unable to be contained or eliminated within the time frame of 48 hours, the emerald flu will spread to human settlements on the border of the Ituri rainforest in a matter of days. In light of the emerald flu outbreak, authorities of the African continent have expressed grave concern over the possibility of impending infection. However, the United States of America has called for authorities to ensure peace and stability in the region, while calling for immediate measures to minimize the potential damage of the crisis. In the Asian region, reports of a nuclear fallout in the Yongbyon Nuclear Scientific Research Center in DPRK has surfaced. From glimpses of information garnered from the recluse state, the fallout is of immense scale. Some unofficial sources say it's even worse than the Chernobyl and the Fukushima nuclear crisis combined. Controversially, the DPRK has denied the entire existence of the crisis in a press release. Information collected from the National Intelligence Agency based in South Korea state that levels of damage in North Korea are nothing less than massive. However, the people in the DPRK seem to be continuing their lives as normal, seemingly oblivious to the risk of radiation poisoning and destruction. North Korean authorities have, however, attributed the fallout and destruction to the actions of the Yankee imperialists of the United States of America, and have urged all citizens to leave the casualties to be sacrifices for the eternal president, Kim Il-sung. The DPRK has refused to accept any form of aid, and to date, nothing has been done to prevent the leakage of radiation. In such times of volatile uncertainty, the world has been scared by a crisis of astronomical proportion, which has presented a plethora of pertinent issues to the various councils. The fate of the world now hinges on the decisions of the United Nations, and one wrong move might spell the non-consensual end to humanity. Quick and rapid action is now of unparalleled importance, as countries in the world must now attempt to penetrate the problem at hand in order to bring forth relief and resolution to the demands of this catastrophe.